Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Where them bloggers at? Where them bloggers at? Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? Where you light up?
Natural diva, Tamika and Sierra, 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 Tamika and Sierra. Yeah. I got one. Versatility. Sorry. You kind of touched on it, but when you're natural, you just have so many different things you can do with your hair. Like I have some people that are relaxed that are like, I wish my hair could get that curly, and I'm like, oh, sorry. So you can, with being natural, you have the ability to go from, an afro to big, curls to straight, back to big curls and afro, like all, I'm saying, all in the same week. Whereas when you have, relaxed hair, like you pretty much just have that straight hair. Like, yeah, you can get it curly, but you have to put a lot of heat on it. You have to pretty much just fry it in order to keep it to stay that way.
Hair smell like bacon. That's not good.
And even if your hair is relaxed, I think it might look good for that moment. But I think when we turn 80, we're still gonna be fly for like a head full of hair. So you might look good now, but like the cost of the long run, like I don't think it's worth it.
That kind of, I don't know if this is really natural literal point, but I guess the thickness of the hair, I don't know, like that's something that I've missed when I was relaxed with that. I didn't really have the thick hair, like my hair started to thin, and so I guess with natural hair you have more healthy hair. Like not to say that you can't be relaxed and have healthy hair, but it's a lot easier when you have natural hair to have healthier hair. Whereas a lot of times you see a lot of people relax and they just are like thinning hair. Like I know yesterday I was out. I won't say where I was because I would give it away. But I just was looking at somebody and I just was looking at their hair and I was like, man, you need to give up that. You need to give up that perm because it's not doing anything for you. The hair was just all, I don't know why people hold on to perms when it just doesn't look good. Like sometimes I just want to be like, ma'am, you need to go natural. Like the perm's not working for you.
And well, talking about perms, I mean, when you think about it, I say everybody do their research. And when I first went natural, I just did research. And when you think about it, the stuff that you're putting on your hair is corrosive. It burns your hair. So how healthy could that really be? And I would definitely look at your products. I mean, you got potassium chloride, you have sodium hydroxide. I mean, all this stuff, and I'm like, exactly. That's not stuff that you can ingest. So why would you put it on your hair? Like your hair absorbs everything. So why would you put something in your hair that's okay? You can't ingest it orally, but it's going to get into your system anyway. So I think that's where I looked at it, like, wow, I'm really putting some dangerous stuff on my hair that if you leave it on too long, you'll get scalp burns. I mean, if you leave it on too long, it will go, it's crazy. So I would just really do your research and look at the products that you're putting into your hair and make sure that it's not anything that can kill you.
Like scalp burns are like a serious thing. Like I know a lot of people just are like, okay, my hair is burning, it's cool, I just have to do it when I'm relaxed, but your hair, like your head shouldn't be on fire. Like I don't know.
That's not natural.
It's not. Like I just can't remember I can't remember ever getting a relaxer and not having scabs. And I didn't have like one scab. I'd have like a whole head full of scabs.
Yeah.
And I used to just pick them out. It's kind of nasty and unsanitary actually when you think about it. But that's not good to have scabs all on your head, and that's not a good look.
I mean, these have even been links. Like I said, do your research. There's been plenty of links that link stuff in perms to cancer, and I would say breast cancer. So just please do your research when you're using these products.
You never know when that one relaxer is just going to go bad too. If you can just Google that. There's been plenty of women that have had their whole head literally burned off, like that can never grow hair back because they had a perm that went wrong. So you might think that it's okay for you to have that one, little tingling burn, but there could be that one day where that perm just goes wrong and you just end up with no more hair.
Right. And regardless of what you do, I think you need to always follow directions because I know plenty of people who put in relaxers and they don't apply them right. You're not supposed to put anything directly on your scalp. Have you ever seen the brush and they go in and paint the relaxer?
Oh yeah.
I'm like, whoa.
You're not supposed to do that.
So even if you are putting even if you are putting a relaxer, you put it to the new growth, and you my mom used to always leave a wave and then put it it would never go directly on my scalp. So if whatever you do, you need to follow directions because anything could have be detrimental. Oops. So
Any more points?
I think we have a strong argument.
Yeah, I really do. Also, you know, it's fun. I say that another reason to go natural. I was reason number 5, 6.
Whoever.
I don't know. It's really fun. I mean, it's really fun to be natural because, like, you know, tying in the whole theme of versatility. But it's also fun, like, exploring different blogs and listening to people's stories and thinking, like, and then creating a bond off just the fact that, hey, I'm natural. You know what I'm saying? You're natural too. Okay, let's talk about it. It's really fun, and then exploring new products that are made just for natural hair. I.e. Carol's Daughter products. I'm sorry, I just got going. She's great. Her stuff is really good, and it's made for natural hair. But then you can explore stuff that you would never even think about, like coconut oil, pure coconut oil, stuff you can eat, something that's it's healthy for you inside and out. Grapeseed oil, things of that nature. If you want a sheen, shea butter, just different things you can try, and you'll realize that all that stuff that you were paying all this money for, you can get straight from the earth.
Well, I know for me, like, I always, you go into Walmart and you go automatically for the ethnic hair care section. Yes. Like, that is where you belong as a black person. You can't go anywhere else. And, you used to always be mad because Walmart would have this one little section where it just was filled with perms, and then you have, like, 3 aisles, for Caucasian hair products. And I was just thinking, man, like, why can't I go into these other aisles, too? And I feel like once you go natural, like, you can kind of have that freedom to not just stay in the ethnic hair care section. Like, I know now that I'm natural, like, a lot of those products don't work for me.
Right.
So I always, so I use herbal essences or Aussie or different things like that you would think, okay, those are for white people. They're really not, and they actually are a lot cheaper than the black people's products, I found out. Like, you might pay $10 for a jar of some kind of hair growth cream in the ethnic hair care section, and you can get something a lot cheaper, some conditioner for $5 that's a big old jar in the other